Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day. And today is Friday the 11th, also known as my bride's birthday. And today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got up this morning, fairly decent time frame. Dogs got me up and out, so got them taken care of. Wife got off to work while I jumped in the hot tub and got my breakfast on, chilled out there for a little bit. Got out of there and got a few things around the house taken care of, got back in, got the dogs all fed and medicated and all that good fun stuff that comes with that. So kind of hanging around the morning, trying to figure out what I was doing with my day, and was kind of excited about the simple fact that I was going to go get my wife a stock tank to make her a little soaking pool, since she didn't use the big pool. I think part of it was maybe the pool was too tall and she didn't like climbing up that far up the ladder, and I'm not certain when it was set up if she could actually touch completely and keep her head above water, so it might have made her a little uncomfortable in the whole process, but who knows. So I definitely know when that ladder collapsed and I fell flat on my back and scared the shit out of myself in the whole process. Hurt myself pretty good too, but I know that made her nervous. Even after I put the fancier, like solid steps in, she still didn't seem to want to use the pool too much. So the pool stayed pretty cold. It was so deep and we had in the shade, so they did not heat up that much. I think that probably had something to do with it. So by going with this little stock tank cowboy pool, we want to call it, my hope and goal is that with this it'll heat up a lot quicker, and then if she thinks it's too hot, we can put covers over it and try and keep it cooler and whatever. But better to have the water too warm than and not want to use it as much as having the water too cold and not wanting to use it. So went ahead as I kind of hum-hawed around the morning, get some things done, waited till the tractor supply was open and everything was good to go. So got the dogs wore out, got them played with a little bit, got them put up where they need to be, and jumped in the car, ran over to New Smyrna, and ended up renting a trailer from Tractor Supply. It was like 15-20 bucks. It wasn't bad. So it's kind of a shitty trailer, but it is what it is. So it's a better setup than mine. Mine wouldn't have held the stock tank very easily. I don't have side rails, and this one does. So went ahead and got it paid for, and the stock tank's like 550 bucks and the rental of the trailer. So worked out pretty well. From there I headed back, got the stock tank loaded up, got it all strapped down, headed home, and backed the trailer in the process, the little ditch I backed through with the car, ended up knocking the front little plastic piece off, which I think I can put it back on. I haven't messed with it yet, so I gotta get around to making sure it's up so it ain't gonna drag, but gotta get up there and see exactly how it clips in and reinstall it. So hopefully it's bad, I'll wire tie it back on from the back. You'll never know it came off, but it just was annoying. So I backed in, I ended up trying to get it straight because I have a big pile of dirt there. Normally I would have just drove through and circled into it, but my shop still isn't built yet, so had to do it the wrong way, but it is what it is. So when you turn your car into your truck, you got to use it like a truck, and if you get a little damage to the body, so be it. It's just a car, so which now is my truck. So yeah, once I sold the truck, saved the money on the insurance, but now you got to live with some body damage to your now car truck that you have. So yeah, got the tank unloaded, got it rolled back there by myself. It's a 10-foot poly stock tank. Got it put back in there, got it hanging back, got the gates all locked back up again, good. Headed back, took the trailer back, and then from there head over to Home Depot. Had to pick up a lot of the supplies I needed for the build, and it was pretty easy going on the whole process. And that grabbed some pool chlorine tablets, and picked up a new little floater that I'm actually going to use in the hot tub. And the one that I was using in my hot tub is actually for the pool, so it holds the 3-inch tablets. Mine only holds a 1-inch. So even though I was using it in the hot tub, I'm now going to use it in the pool. So got back to the house, got the hose on it, and in the process of wanting to make sure the tank was warm enough for her to swim in this afternoon when she got off work. This evening, if she wanted to, I went ahead and grabbed my drain pump that I use for draining the pool out, or like during hurricane stuff, pumping water in the backyard and that kind of thing. I stuck it in the hot tub and drained about 2/3 of the hot tub from the hot tub into the pool, so that we had plenty of warm water in there. And then I also had the hose running through the black garden hose, had like a slow trickle. I went back, take the trailer set back, so it was getting solar heated, the water going in. So the water going in was nice and warm, and it worked out real well. So I think I ended up, water was 90.7, I think, when I finished at the end of all of it. So I was like, yeah, that's perfect. I asked her what she wanted, and she said she wanted it 90, so I ended up a little bit warmer, but it was 91.2 at the highest, but it is what it is. So got that thing all set up, and had a little pump I put in there, and I used one of the old skimmers I'd used on the other pool that I made a filter sock out of. So it's like a gravity fed filter that I'm pumping water from the stock tank through like a fish pump up and into that. What would have been a hang on the back skimmer basket is now a filter basket, and it's working pretty well. So unfortunately, there was a little bit of dirt in the line from pumping the pool out, the dirty water, and I didn't think about putting it like in a bucket and washing it first. So did get a little bit of dirt that came in the pool, but for the most part, I got it all sucked up and cleaned up. So now he's got a little pump running. It's working out pretty slick, and it's going pretty well. So from there, I was hot doing that. That took way longer than it should have. I was just hot, and it's just so gross. But didn't want her seeing it beforehand, so wanted to get it all done. So went ahead and got a couple other things taken care of, and in the process was just kind of chilling out, hanging out with the dogs, and waited for that to. I wanted her to be home when I was there to show her what was going on with the whole stock tank and that stuff. So went ahead and got my run in, got back the run, and she got home from work. We were going to go out for dinner tonight, so went ahead. When she walked in, actually she got there, I met her in the laundry room, and she's going across the street, talk to her dad and that. I'm like, okay. So now I was kind of hanging out there like, hey, don't look out the window because you can see it from the kitchen. So when you come inside, put your eyes down, don't look out. Just look down so you don't trip on nothing. So we headed out, got her outside, showed her the stock tank pool, and it's a temporary spot, but once we get the shop built, you tell me where you want it. If you want it in the sun because it's going to get hot, if you want it in the cold, in the shade, leaf cover, whatever we're going to have, what do you want? Because I prefer to like float around in the shade because I don't want to be in the sun all damn day. But she seems to think right now she wants it in the sun. So, and I'm like, that's what you want, that's what you get. So whatever you want is whatever I'll give you. So went ahead and she decided not to get in the pool, which I threatened to throw her in at the end. Funny. And she was like, no, my phone. Like, you got a waterproof case, who cares? But kind of laughed about it. So we got done there, got myself a shower, and basically headed out to go eat. Her dad was going to come with us, and he decided not to because he's got some kind of weird hormonal hot flashes shit going on or something that he'll out of nowhere to start sweating, mostly his head. So he carries around like a big, like a giant hand towel, like a small beach towel that he dries his head off with 24/7. And he's like, I don't want to be embarrassing to you out there in public. It's like, who gives a shit? It's just a fucking, we're going to Texas Roadhouse. Who gives a damn? But he decided not to go, which was fine. So we headed out, had a friend of ours reach out and asked what we're doing for her birthday, and I said, go out to eat. He invited him and asked to go out for drinks afterwards. And I said, cool, sounds like a plan. I'll reach out to you. I invited them to dinner. They said already had dinner plans, so they were sitting down to eat at the moment at home. They'd already cooked stuff, so they weren't coming out, which is fine. Went there and she checked in on the app, and it said 0 to 10 minute wait. I'm like, well, don't check in yet because we still got a half an hour to get there. So there's no way that makes any sense. If you can check in for like a half an hour from now, do that, but the app wouldn't let her do that. So pulled in the parking lot, she checked in the app and put her name on the list, and I don't know, like 3 minutes later, it popped back saying, yep, get your parties together and come to the door, we'll get you seated. So worked out flawlessly, went in, sat down, and they got a free blooming onion, or blooming cactus, I think they call it there, because that's the trade right for blooming onion, but same thing. Got that for free, and then she got a little breakfast or a birthday brownie dessert thing. And we split the ribeye and the 12-ounce ribeye and the half rack of ribs meal between the two of us. And between the onion and then the steak and the ribs and a baked potato and a sweet potato, which we got all those, and we were stuffed. Like, it was like I would have happily stopped eating way before my food was done. So I was like, how do people eat all this shit? Like, this is ridiculous. And even the server said that. He goes, yeah, it's not uncommon at all to bring people's food to them, and they're asking for to-go boxes before they've even took a bite because they look at the plates. I'm like, then why spend all this money? Like, it was, I don't know, $34 I think for that meal. That's between two of us. That's a perfect meal. $34 is perfect for two people. Why would I spend $66 or $68 for two meals and then take it home and try and reheat it? And it's just dumb. So yeah, we were, like I said, we had all the food we could imagine eating. We had a couple drinks. Drinks were really good. Everything was fine. The music's a little loud. Noise and the people in the restaurant a little loud, but the place was slam packed. Food was great. Service was awesome. We had like no wait, like super fast delivery for our food. Everything was good. The server was friendly, older guy, comical, joking around, great time. And I do over tip percentage wise because there is two of us, and normally that our ticket would be double that almost. So maybe not quite double because it's 2 drinks, but close to. So he would have another, you figure even at 20%, be another $6 on just my meal at the same price. So easily figured out how to tip off that, and who cares. So, and service good, so I actually tipped even more than that. So the tip was a pretty nice tip, but he was a great waiter and I enjoyed that. So yeah, we had a good time there, got out. Weather was looking kind of gross off the distance. Text my buddy and said, hey, we're heading out. And he goes, man, it's storming like hell over here. And he's 30 minutes from us probably. And I'm like, it sounds bad off in your direction, but there's no rain yet. So we hopped in the car, and before we left the parking lot, it started torrential downpouring, like just straight up downpouring. I was like, oh, that ain't good. So we text back and forth a little bit. He's like, let's just postpone it because there's really no use in him risking driving over here and the crazy weather and all that stuff. So we said, hell, we'd head on home, which we had dogs at home anyway, so we didn't really need to be gone too long. So we headed back towards the house, and I was trying to convince my wife to learn how to do a burnout and learn how to do donuts in her car. Because why drive 300 plus horsepower rear-wheel drive car if you're not going to be able to do burnouts and do donuts? So what the hell? So we heading back. He's like, I don't know, maybe da-da-da. So kind of a spot we go to that's end of a main road that dies off into a dirt road. It's like a big open spot where you can turn around semis and shit. And that's where I go and do like donuts and shit for her, trying to teach her how. And we get there, and it hadn't rained here yet, so the ground's plain dry. There's no water in the roads at all. But they're doing a bunch of construction out in that way. They're building a bunch of things. So they got road barriers set up. So now instead of, if you lose control, instead of sliding off into a little ditch / field in the grass median, you slam into a road barrier instead. And she's like, no. I'm like, at least do a burnout here. It's going in a straight line. Like, what the hell? She's like, no, I don't want to do it. So I did a couple donuts out there with her, and she's like all freaking out. But this time, because it wasn't raining, the car's got tire smoke, like it's smoke of the tires and stuff and whatnot, and you get that beautiful, beautiful tire smoke smell. And I love it. I love that tire smoke smell. But so she was all like, oh, it feels like we're breaking the car. And I'm like, we're damaging tires, and we are doing a little damage to the car, but who cares? They're replaceable. We can get more. We can rebuild this one or buy another one. It's not the end of the world. So it did make me really want to go buy like an old beater and like maybe like a little Mazda Miata or something, like a giant turbo on it, and just teach you how to do donuts and just thrash on it, and nobody gives a shit. But don't know if it's worth it. Maybe if I get a shop built, if I ever get that damn thing built, don't know if it'll happen. But if it ever gets built, then I'll have a reason to build a little toy car like that to thrash around on. So, but yeah, we had a great little time. Got back home, got the dogs out, and then it torrential rained with us. And the rain stopped at our house. It was absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful sunset tonight, absolutely beautiful. And then from there, ended up having myself a nice little cigar, chilled out for a little while, and headed back in, watched a little bit of Frasier with her, got the dogs all put away for the night, and wrapped it up and called it a day. So yeah, she ended up having herself a nice little birthday, pleasant. I don't know how many other people reached out to her on her birthday, but she had a good little time here. So that's all I can do. But anyway, talk to you guys soon. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.